phone call. It's like I was saying, just because I disagree with someone doesn't mean that I have to call them a racist or an anti-Semite. I certainly disagree with Richard Spencer because he's big government, like the Democrats. He believes in abortion, like the Democrats. He believes in a lot of things that I oppose. But I don't necessarily see that there's some kind of an evil that's inherent in any form of nationalism. Now, I might not like it, and I might not agree with it, and in general, I'm not a big fan of nationalism personally, but I don't condemn it as an inherent evil. It might be anachronistic, it might, there might be issues with it, but now, I think American nationalism is different. What Mark Levin likes to call Americanism. That's different than these other forms of nationalism. And I certainly agree with the essential ideals of an American nationalism, where it's not about race, language, culture in the sense, rather about the Constitution, individual liberties, things like that. But I understand that there's a reason why people live in European countries. And there's an existential threat to the European way of life when you have other cultures come into that and try to hold themselves, they don't become assimilated to that and so forth. And the truth of the matter is, though, these European countries that have their unique culture and so forth, it's very hard to assimilate into those cultures. Meaning, you don't truly become a Frenchman just by moving there. You don't truly become an Italian just by moving there. And I have Italian heritage. A quarter of my heritage is Italian. But you don't, there's a difference between an Italian American and someone who actually lives in Italy who's Italian. And there is that unique Italian American culture, just like there's the unique Jewish American cultures and so forth, and just like, for example, the Chinese food that we eat in America bears very little resemblance to anything that's actually eaten in China. But you can't move to China and become Chinese. You can't. In fact, not only that, but you can't. It's not just like a white person isn't going to move from China, move to China and become Chinese. Even other Asians, meaning you're not going to move. A person from China is not going to move to Korea and become Korean. They're still going to be Chinese. Just like a person from Italy isn't going to move to Germany and become German. However, anyone from any country can come to America and be fully American. And that's the pride of America. And so I don't believe that this type of white nationalism belongs in America as nationalism. But again, I don't believe that someone being proud of a particular European heritage or something is hateful against people who don't share that heritage. Now, some of them are, but it doesn't mean that it's an all or none game. And again, I believe there are other issues with someone like Richard Spencer beyond some alleged racism, which I don't believe he's actually, and again, this term racism is such a difficult term to use because we automatically associate racism with genocidal racism, with racism that's racism of hatred, racism of discrimination. But racism is really just simply recognizing different races in a certain sense and really thinking that matters. And so there could be quote-unquote positive racism, which is not necessarily a positive thing, and I know a lot of people are uncomfortable with that. But there's a tremendous truth. People, like, they say, oh, Donald Trump's anti-Semitic. Now, first of all, that makes absolutely no sense because, all right, you could say, all right, his daughter converted to Judaism and he's not happy about it. But that's not true. She's, in a certain sense, I think it seems obvious that she's more or less a favored child in his eyes. And that both Ivanka and Jared are some of the most treasured advisors that the president has. So, there's obviously, this is not a man who hates Jews. And he has a long history of respect to Jewish people and love and care. He grew up, his father gave for free room in the building that he owned to a rabbi to have a synagogue. And Donald Trump, as a youth, he would help out with the synagogue. This is how he grew up. Now, he makes these old-timey, casual racist remarks that a lot of people are shocked by, but the truth is, if you really look at his point of view, he's really more like philo-Semitic, meaning he believes these stereotypes, whether they're true or not, and he admires them, and he looks up to them. And I don't know if that's really such a bad thing. Now, I know certain people feel, yeah, that's a really bad thing. But let me ask you, if you didn't just, if Donald Trump was a Democrat, which he kind of is, but putting that aside, if he didn't beat Hillary Clinton, because Hillary Clinton used to say all kinds of anti-Semitic things very openly. She used to, when she, if she got really mad at Bill, like the worst insult she could think of is calling him a Jew. And what's the guy's name who was an advisor to Bill Clinton? I can't remember his name. Dick Morris. I mean, he has stories about, Hillary making very anti-Semitic remarks to him. Oh, you people are all the same. All you people care about is money, things like that. Whereas Donald Trump, he'll say something like that, like jokingly, but also kind of demonstrating a certain love and admiration, in addition to like his just plain words of like love and admiration for the Jewish people. When he speaks about the unbreakable spirit of the Jewish people, and in terms like that he uses, that I believe he really means. Like, these ideas come like from a deep place in his heart, not just he's trying to pull a fast one and like, oh look, I'm not an anti-Semite, or I'm trying to get your votes. I don't think Donald Trump cares about the Jewish vote, and because I don't think he cares. Again, that's the idea of the Republican Party, is to care about the individual and not these demographics. So, thank you for watching. I have more to say, but I'm gonna go eat now, and maybe we'll talk a little bit later more about this. Maybe we'll make a third video. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment. We'll see you later.